What's going on, guys? Chip here, and welcome back to another Pokemon TCG online video. Today we're taking a look at a new deck for the new rotation, Primal Clash onwards, Machamp, Carbink, Ariados. Now this is a deck that can hit really hard. You know, people are expecting Mega Evolution Pokemon to be pretty big post-rotation, and I think that this deck can definitely hit for those numbers to take out Mega Evolution Pokemon. So let's talk about the main attacker here is Machamp EX. It's got 2 attacks here, Steaming Mad for a fighting and a colorless, 20 damage, times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. This Pokemon is now confused. So we can attach a Fighting Fury Belt. You know, we can take we can take a pretty good hit and then turn around and, you know, just absolutely crush something and do a lot of damage potentially. But the main attack here, what we'll be using mostly is going to be Crazy Hammer. 80 damage plus 80 more if it's affected by a special condition, and then remove that special condition. So the main special condition here we're going to be focusing on is Poison, and we're going to do this by using Poisonous Nest. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. Both active Pokemon except for Grass Pokemon are now poisoned. So when we poison our Machamp, we're hitting for 160 for 3 energy. Not too bad. We also have buffs like Strong Energy, 20 more damage for the fighting Pokemon that this card is attached to. So Machamp can definitely hit those big numbers, and we also have Fighting Fury Belt to buff up Machamp's HP and also does 10 more damage. We also are playing a 4-3 Carbink break line. Carbink is really good in this format too because of a lot of EX Pokemon with the Safeguard ability. Prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon EX. And also Carbink Break, we know what this does, 20 damage, and then attach 2 energy cards to one of your fighting Pokemon. So we can discard strong energies through either Sycamore or Ultra Ball, and therefore attach them directly to Machamp. We are also playing 2 Shaymin EX, of course, just for the ability to draw. And so let's run through the rest of this deck real quick. It's pretty straightforward, not very techy at all. I think this deck's pretty consistent, and I like it a lot. We're playing 3 level balls to be able to get our Carbinks and also our Spinnerax and Ariadoses. We're playing 1 Super Rod to put back energies or Pokemon if we have to later on. Playing 2 switch cards if we ever were to use something like Steaming Mad. We can just play a switch and kind of get out of that confusion special condition there. We're also playing 4 Trainer's Mail. There we go. Sorry, I blanked out for a second. 4 Trainer's Mail just for the consistency, and 4 Ultra Ball, and of course 4 VS Seeker. Those things are going to be standard through pretty much everything. We're also playing 1 Hex Maniac. This is mostly to get around opposing Carbinks. You know, if someone else is to play a Carbink deck, we could attack them with our own Carbink Break, but Hex Maniac is going to be a better option, I think. And also, it's good if you can drop it on the first turn if you get set up enough to kind of slow down your opponent's setup. We're playing 2 Lysander just to bring up something from our opponent's bench so they're powering up and take it out, or maybe try to stall if we get behind. We're also playing 1 in, or not 1 in, we're playing 4 in. I just have 1 full art. Just, you know, 4 in, 4 Sycamore is going to be pretty standard, I think, in this format. You might be able to play 3 in, but I think 4 and 4 is, you know, we need a lot of draw right now without stuff like Battle Compressor to really kind of dig through our deck. We're playing 2 Faded Town. Now, this is a stadium card that I think is pretty underrated and could be really good, especially with this format turning to more of a mega-based format. So, also, the 3 Fighting Fury Belt, 4 Strong Energies, and 6 basic fightings that we have kind of already talked about. So that's the deck right there. I think it's pretty straightforward. Something else you could play is you could, instead of Fury Belt, play Heavy Boots. You don't increase your damage output, but you know, if there are treat cards to the Pokemon this card is attached to is 3 or more, that Pokemon gets plus 20 HP and can't be confused. So you get up to 200 HP with Machamp, and you can't be confused from Steaming Mad. So that's definitely something interesting, but I think that Fighting Fury Belt is definitely a little better, and that is why we are playing it. So let's go ahead and hop on to the Versus ladder here. As you can see, I've played a few games with this deck, and I think it's pretty good. I've tested it a lot, and I think it has pretty good potential. So let's just check it out, see what we can get here on the ladder. Hopefully we get an opponent that's also playing something for post-rotation, and we don't run into something like Night March. So we do see a Fire, Grass, Fairy, and Colorless deck. So unsure what this might be. Yeah, and a Mega Aerodactyl coin, so there you go. We've seen it all. But yeah, we'll just see what my opponent's going to call Tails, and we lose the coin flip, so they win. And let's see, they will go first. So unfortunate, we are a little bit slower. Having to set up evolutions and stuff definitely does slow things down. So let's see what happens here and what my opponent's playing. And as always, guys, if you enjoy these online deck profiles, be sure to leave a like down below. Always would and do appreciate it. So we see a Larvesta here. We did not see a Lightning Energy, so we will not be seeing the infamous Volcarona Ampharos, unfortunately. But there we go. We'll attach that. Let's go ahead and level ball for a Spinnerack. We did prize one. Let's go ahead and take a look. We did prize a Strong Energy. We prized, no, we have all of our fighting energies because we have them out. We have 2 more level balls. Prized a Faded Town, prized 1 Sycamore, and prized 1 Machamp. So not too bad, pretty standard stuff there. So not too bad, not too bad. All right, we'll go ahead and grab Spinnerack and bench it. And we could set up for 2, but I think it's better to just go ahead and Sycamore. Getting rid of that, and then we don't have that liability of Shaman on the bench. So this is actually looking pretty good for the next turn. We can... I think I might just pass. Save this, and we'll see what we draw on the next turn. So we'll go ahead and pass. It might be good to go ahead and Ultra Ball and get out another Carbink in case this gets knocked out, but I don't really think that my opponent's going to be threatening a knockout. I actually don't know what the new Volcarona does. The Dual-type Volcarona... Oh, it's Grass-type. We're weak to Grass. I definitely probably should have grabbed another Carbink. Oh my goodness, I hope this doesn't come to bite us. We're going to see a Grass Energy attached. That's why he had Grass in his video. But he's just going to Combustion for 30, so we're a little safe. He must have a dead hand, so we don't want to end him or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and Ultra Ball, get rid of Sycamore and N. And with this, we'll grab a Machamp. Go ahead and get that guy down. We can go ahead and evolve into Carbink Break. We can Trainer's Mail and see if we can maybe hit... Oh, we froze out. There we go. I was hoping the game didn't freeze there. We'll go ahead and Trainer's Mail here. We get a Fighting Fury Belt, so that's good. We can go ahead and Fury Belt onto Machamp. Do we want to play the Super Rod? I don't think so, because we want to have a Fighting Energy in the discard to accelerate. And here we will just Sycamore. I normally probably would have ended to save that extra VS Seeker and the Super Rod, but our opponent looks like they're in a pretty bad spot, so I'm okay with this. We'll go ahead and attach this here. Let's level ball for an Ariados. We don't need to play the Trainer's Mail yet. We're okay, and we can Diamond Gift. We'll do 20 damage, and we can attach... I think there's just 1 energy, but we can go ahead and attach that to Machamp here. And if he doesn't bench another Pokemon, we will win the game this following turn. So his hand must just be pretty dead. So that is unfortunate. Let's see what happens. I definitely misplayed a little bit when I should have... Yeah, he's just going to AZ and say, yeah, this game's over. So his deck was not built for the current rotation, obviously, because he had AZ, and that is rotating out. So let's go ahead and see if we can grab another game. Hopefully get a little better of a game. That would be nice. Let's hop back on. And there we go. See what we can grab. So yeah, definitely should have gotten another Carbink there. I just didn't consider the fact that he might be playing the grass type Volcarona. So I think that I kind of missed it, but I think this is just a mono fighting deck is what it looked like. So we are going to lose the coin flip, unfortunately, and they're going to choose who goes first. Let us go first. Come on, be a nice guy. Maybe not. Nope, he's not going to be a nice guy today. And is that a really cool Palkia coin, actually? So we do start Machamp. Not the best starter, but that's one of the reasons we play those switches that we do play. So they are playing a Primal Groudon deck. Okay, this could be not... Okay, it's pre-rotation, though, so he is playing Karina, so this could be an interesting matchup, honestly. He's playing a Turbo Groudon deck? What? Max Elixir, that's interesting. Let's see what he does here. He does miss. It gets a little hard whenever you're playing stuff like strong energies. Yeah, see, when you're mixing up, you know, special and basic energies, there are going to be times where you hit the special energy where you're hoping for the basic. So he's going to grab a Robo Sub here. Interesting that he's not playing any Wobbuffet. Definitely something you typically do see. Okay, Faded Town is pretty good here. Let's Ultra Ball away Lysander and a Strong Energy, and we'll grab a Carbink. Carbink's really good here as well. Should have taken time to look through the deck. Always important, guys. Make sure you do that. I did not. We'll drop the Faded Town and Sycamore. Let's see what we get here. 2 more energies, so that's pretty good. Just energy and let's go ahead and do this, and we'll do these 2, and we'll grab a Spinnerack. I think Spinnerack is okay. We'll go ahead and maybe it's good to go ahead and get another Machamp or another Carbink. Let's go ahead and get another Carbink. We have, you know, a little time to set up a Spinnerack because we're not going to be, you know, hitting with Machamp for a few turns most likely. So we'll just go ahead and end our turn here. Next turn we can go ahead and evolve into Carbink Break and N or Sycamore, whichever one we'd prefer at that time. You know, 2 via Secret is unfortunate. And you see, so this is pre-rotation, guys. Playing a Robosub as well, which is also a pre-rotation deck. And I like how he had the full art and the regular art in hand and chose to play the full art, the regular art, and discard the full art. So he's gonna go ahead and drop the Groudon. Trainer's Mail here, probably trying to find a replacement stadium. This could just be like some weird Turbo Groudon deck, not even playing the Primal. But that would be abnormal. And he's just gonna pass. So he didn't want to go for Ripclaw. And I think Faded Town's pretty important. So we're going to try to save it, and we're going to end. Faded Town is going to be important, I'm pretty sure, so I think I'm okay with this. Another good tech in this deck would probably be the Promo Regirock. You know, allow you to put stadiums back, potentially. Also, things like, you know, things like its second attack is not the worst for non-EX decks. So we'll go ahead and grab Spinnerack here. This is actually a really solid hand. We have pretty much everything we need. And we'll switch. Attach for turn, and we could just keep setting up if we wanted to. And I think that we should go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and discard these 2 and grab a Shaman. Yeah, I'm okay with this. It would be nice if we could discard another Strong Energy somehow with like an Ultra Ball or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and set up. There we go. See what we grab here. We get a Strong Energy, no Ultra Ball, unfortunately. I'm not going to drop this Machamp yet, and we're going to Diamond Gift, and we will put down these 2 energies onto Machamp. So there we go. We've softened this up a little bit, and we are able to hit, as long as we get out a Ariados, which we should be able to because of Sycamore and whatever we decide to do. We probably will Sycamore next turn. So he's going to put another Robosub down. We have, okay, he's going to Trainer's Mail. I missed what he grabbed because I was trying to look at my discard. Trying to see how many VS Seekers and stuff we have played. So he max elixirs and looks like he was able to hit, so good for my opponent. Finally hitting one after missing the first 2. This is definitely an interesting deck. Not going to say it's bad, but don't know if it's working great for my opponent right now. So he is playing the Primal Groudon. We can see that now. He's going to Ultra Ball, and what's he going to grab? Primal. So this is nice because if you Primal Evolve something, it'll start taking damage from Faded Town. So, yeah, that's actually really good. And this turn, we can just drop this. We can attach here. He's having such a slow setup. We can just go ahead and set up another Machamp right now, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to Sycamore, and we will be able to Diamond Gift again and put 2 Strong Energies on this Machamp and have 2 Machamps ready to go. So, obviously playing against a little slower of a deck, and because of that, we can kind of take our time. Don't have to rush anything, you know, and he will, of course, just continue to take damage on that benched Primal Groudon from the Faded Town, which is why I think the Stadium is really good in this format, guys. Really, really good, so... Yeah, and this Groudon will easily be knocked out now by this Machamp, so... The only thing is he could easily Lysander up this Ariados. We rely on Ariados a lot, so if people, you know, notice how important it is and they Lysander and knock out the Ariados, that is a couple turns that we're going to have to wait to set up another one, so... He's going to grab a Mega Turbo. Let's see what he gets here. I'm going to go ahead and VS Seeker and grab a Sycamore and most likely play it. Getting rid of another Primal, so that's 2 of his Primals gone, so He's only really going to have one to ride on. He hits a Groudon. Okay, so he's playing Groudon Spirit Link. I was a little worried that, you know, some Primal Groudons do play stuff like Assault Vest, so I was a little worried of that. And he's just going to pass. So, if we knock out this Groudon, he just brings this up and returns a knockout. And we obviously cannot Lysander this up because of the Omega Barrier. So I really don't know if there's a good way around this situation. I think that we play into it, but I think it's okay because we have another one set up, and he really has nothing set up. He just can't get anything going for him. And of course, we also get to use the Fighting Stadium, and it will do more damage as well. And yeah, we'll go ahead and just Crazy Hammer, and we could have tried to find the other Faded Town, but I don't think it's super necessary, seeing as, you know, he is already at 40 damage, so, and we're hitting for 200 with this one, and we're hitting for 230 with this one, I'm pretty sure, right? 160, 210 actually. 210 plus 20 more from that. So that's why we got the plus 20 boost from the Fighting Stadium, so nice to use that against my opponent. Obviously, he will be able to take a knockout here. And he's going to grab Karina. If he grabbed Lysander, probably... Does he have a Lysander down here? No, he does not. Lysander would have been bad. And I didn't see what he grabbed because I wasn't quite looking. He's going to Super Rod back his other primals, I'm assuming. One regular and two primals going back into the deck. But hopefully we are able to just win the game before that becomes a factor. So all those energies in that Machamp going down, but we just right now we're able to return a knockout and not really even be too worried about anything. I think I want to Super Rod back a 1/1 Ariados and one Fighting Energy, just to be able to go ahead and have another Ariados being set up in case he does Lysander and take this one out. So we do kind of want another Machamp down, though. I think that this is a little better. And we don't want to... Well, I mean, he could drop 4 Mega Turbo, like double puzzle 4 Mega Turbo or something like that, but he really just doesn't have anything. So we're going to Poisonous Nest, and this will do a hefty amount of damage and should take out this Primal Groudon. There we go, 210 damage, going up to 250 total, and there we go. Taking 2 prize cards, down to just 2 left. Maybe should have benched the other Machamp instead of that Spinarak, but we'll see if that ends up being a mistake. He's going to attach a Strong Energy, and if he does not Primal Evolve, oh, he's going to Lysander here. He does realize the threat of this Ariados. Okay, so we can potentially win the game, and we get the Lysander to win the game. We have it, right? Yeah, we have it. So go ahead and attach, and we will retreat. We will Lysander up this Groudon. We will go ahead and Poisonous Nest, and then we will Crazy Hammer for 210 damage and take the last knockout and the win. So there we go. Not too bad, not too bad. 210 damage and taking the W. So that was kind of an interesting deck. Of course, it was not built for post-rotation, so we're going to hop on and see if we can find maybe just one last match. And hopefully we can walk away with 3 wins with this Carbink Machamp Ariados deck. We do get 4 uncommon chests. These are locked, so we'll go ahead and open them up at the end of the video after this last battle. See if we can maybe pull something really nice and juicy out of there, but I would assume probably not, because you usually just get a bunch of junk from those uncommon chests. We're going up against another all-fighting deck. Could we see another Groudon deck here? Lore Gnak is calling the coin flip, and we win, so we get to go first. Of course, you do always want to go first with this deck. Getting that turn to set up is just so important. We're going to go ahead and take a mulligan, and he is playing something pre-rotation as well, so definitely excited. In about a week, they will be doing an update, and we will be, you know, set up for the new format, so definitely looking forward to that, and I don't have to go up against all of these. No, it's really hard to test for the new format right now because rotation technically hasn't happened yet. It doesn't happen until September 1st, so yeah. We'll see. All right, so he's Carbink and Machamp. So good thing we play our Hex Maniac for this similar type situation. We'll go ahead and Ultra Ball, get rid of an N and a Strong Energy. I'll get down my own Carbink. We have all 4. We did prize a Shaman, prized a Sycamore, prized a Level Ball. We got our Hex. We prized a... No, we have a Faded Town in hand, right? Yeah. And yeah, okay. Seems okay. Not the worst prizes. We didn't quite see everything, but we got a good idea of it, I feel like. Let's see what we get here off Trainer's Mail. We'll go ahead and grab a Level Ball, and we'll grab another Carbink with this. It's really important to have multiple Carbinks set up to be able to, you know, just continually power up your Machamps. Bench space does become an issue with this deck, guys. We'll go ahead and Faded Town, because why not? It's not really going to be relevant, because I'm sure they're not playing any Mega Evolution Pokemon. And, oh, our hand is kind of dead now. Yeah, we just have to pass. We can grab another Carbink, but I think we just need to pass, guys. Hopefully my opponent will be gracious and in us, but we saw a couple Karinas there, so I would expect to see... Oh, we're actually going to see a Bridget. Interesting. Going to grab 2 more Machops and another Carbink, putting down a Lucario. And pass. Yeah, wow. Interesting. Okay, so thank goodness we grabbed that VS Seeker. That's actually pretty good top deck there. Do I want a Level Ball for anything? Let's go ahead and Level Ball for a Carbink, and we'll just discard it to kind of thin our deck down just a little bit. We're going to discard our Super Rod, so I want to go ahead and get this other Spinnerack down. And we will VS Seeker for Sycamore and go ahead and discard it. We could end to kind of save this, and my game is like freezing like crazy today. What's the deal? Okay, there we go. We could, I don't know, we could have end, but I want to go ahead and try to draw, and they, you know, the only supporter they played was a Bridget, so if that's the case, you know, they might not have the best hand, so. We don't see any way to switch yet. So let's do this, and then we will Ultra Ball away these 2, and we will fail the Ultra Ball. Yeah, we'll fail the Ultra Ball because this just came down. We can't evolve it, and we will go ahead and set up drawing 6 new cards. I'd really like to switch and go ahead and start kind of working away at this thing, and we don't hit the switch still, guys, so... And do we have Hex discarded? We haven't even seen our Hex yet, so yeah, we're just gonna have to pass here. It is unfortunate. We always can power this up manually and retreat it if we had to. This deck would really love to have Karina. If Karina was still in this format, this deck would be a lot better, a lot better. Also, Fighting Stadium would be the better choice over Faded Town, of course, but we're gonna go ahead and see a Candy Machamp here coming down, buffing up the damage he does by 20, and he's got a Power Gem for 80 damage. Oh my goodness. Switch. Yes. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and Poisonous Nest since we're gonna switch. Okay, and we will switch. Heal in that poison from us. They're still poisoned, so that's good for us. Do we want to play anything else down? Let's go ahead and put this on this Carbink and Diamond Gift. Put 2 Strongs on this Machamp. So see, this is kind of what I was talking about with that bench space, guys. We don't have a spot open right now for another Machamp, which is really not too good. So this thing's at 30. It'll be at 40 coming back. 50, 60, 70. If we attach a Strong Energy, we can Power Gem. We don't even need to attach a Strong Energy. We can just Power Gem and take a knockout on this thing, so that's good. He's going to go ahead and flip a head on his Birch. We need to get this man some ends. Okay, so he's not quite able to take us out, and he's at 60 HP. Which means we do have to attach the Strong... No, he's at 50. Okay, so we can actually just do this and Power Gem and take a knockout. It'll die to poison. So that's not too bad. If he promotes this Lucario, he won't be able to attack us unless he hexes. And yeah, that's not bad. We'll go ahead and grab our first prize, being a Sycamore. He's going to promote another Carbink, so he must have either the Break or, yeah, another Energy. We have a Power Gem here, and we still do not have... We still... Okay. We don't have a Hex yet. I can promote this Machamp and retreat it and start diamond gifting again. And that way, if we do that way, if we draw the Hex, yeah, we'll do this. We can retreat it manually if we have to, and if we draw the Hex, that'll be nice. Okay, we get a VS Seeker, so unfortunate there. We'll go ahead and attach Strong Energy to Carbink. We will end. Yeah, he's got a pretty big hand. Let's go ahead and end this man. And it would be nice to go ahead and get another Machamp out as well. We do get another Machamp, and there's our Hex for the next turn, so that's pretty good. It actually might have been good to attach one of the Strong Energy to Machamp, because now we're kind of relying on being able to draw into a Strong Energy. So let's go ahead. Oh, I should have Poisonous Nested. Oh, okay. Oh well, misplays happen. Diamond Gift. And we can do the Fresh Machamp, I guess. It doesn't have a Fighting Fury Belt, but rather go ahead and get this guy pretty fresh. We also could, Steaming Mad. I might not be playing this totally up to me. I've made a couple of misplays already. I didn't, Poisonous Nest would have been good there. That would have allowed us to take a knockout this following turn without Machamp, so. But we still can. We can Power Gem and take him out, so. He's going to be a Seeker for Karina. See, Karina is so good in these fighting decks, it would just be really nice if we could still play it. He's going to grab Machamp vs Seeker, getting himself a way to play a supporter next turn. And he's got another rare candy Machamp. So how much is this doing? 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 damage. Oh my goodness. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. So Trainer's Mail. Let's grab a. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. I think we were probably going to win that anyway. I was going to grab the Lysander and then play the. I was going to go ahead and take a knockout with the Carbink right there, so not too bad. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Leave a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed. Really interesting battles there. Would have liked to have gotten a complete battle there at the end. We're going to go ahead over to the collection and open up these locked uncommon chests that we got and just see if we get anything good. You can get EXs and stuff out of here, but more often, yeah, you just get random stuff like Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick, so that's alright. Maxie's is a good card. I do have my full arts and stuff, though, so. Ooh, we got a backwards card here. We did get a rare. Let's see what we pull here. EX. Hey, Snorlax from Flashfire. Alright, there you go. Stir and Snooze. Another backwards card. It's 2 in a row. Oh, and 5 points. Not bad. Hey, we get a Rhyperior. I actually don't even know if I have that many of these. That's kind of cool. It does have the Omega Barrier Ancient Trait. Another backwards card, so 3 rares out of 4, so that's not too bad. Can't complain about that. And we get a Breloom from Primal Clash, so that is going to do it for me, guys. And it sounds like the game glitched, and we still have a drum roll going. So appreciate you guys watching this video, as always. Leave a like down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.